Great. I just sent you a text message with a link to choose the time that fits you best for the consultation.
So let's see.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. This is what's so powerful about Go High Level, but there are a lot of pitfalls. It takes time to learn. But I'm glad you're watching this tutorial to save yourself hours of frustration. Hey everyone, a major issue for anybody running ads or funneling people to fill out a form on a website is speed to lead. Today I'm going to show you how you can more effectively and more quickly close the leads that you're already getting. The moment the lead clicks submit, there should already be somebody following up with them, asking more questions and getting closer to closing the deal. We hear over and over again how many sales get lost from a lead being forgotten on a database or a competitor getting to them first. And today, we're gonna solve that. My name is Alejo, co-founder of Amplify Voice, and we just passed 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for helping this community grow, the school community grow, and thank you for being part of Build Hours every week. It's because of you, your feedback, your support that we continue to do this. So thank you. And I hope that I can continue showing my appreciation by putting out tons of value that you can learn from. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And if this is the first time that we meet, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope that we can get to know each other more through the school community. Maybe you've been following for a while, or maybe you have a project idea you want to share with us. And if that's so, click below to submit a project, and maybe we'll be a great fit for each other. For now, let's jump into this great use case for voice agents. For this use case, we're going to be using Go High Level because it's a fantastic way to simplify where your contacts live and where you can trigger workflows like making calls. This is a fresh Go High Level account to show you how to build everything from scratch. So what's the flow? People are gonna fill out a form, a contact's gonna get created, and after it gets created, they're gonna receive a call from a voice agent. So let's create our new assistant. I just quickly modified the settings for the assistant. These are the standard settings that we use for voice, transcriber, model, etc. You can look at all those details in our previous video for Copy My VAPI settings, where we walk through absolutely everything. Feel free to copy it and use it for yourself. Next, I'm quickly gonna walk you through how to build a system prompt, but I've done it many times before. We're actually gonna use a previous prompt. And in that same video I just mentioned, we also walk you through how to build that. So just as a refresher, we're gonna have a role, a task, specifics for behavior. We're gonna have steps, some context, and we are also going to have the example conversations, which is super important. And finally, the notes. These are not only behavior notes, but speech notes. Say this, don't say that. Okay, so this is the structure that we're going to follow, as you've seen many times before. And now I'm going to paste the previous prompt that I've used before. It's going to be for real estate. This is our standard real estate agent. Very quickly, I'm going to walk you through it. For role, it's essentially your AI voice assistant. You can have this tweaked however you want. Can this be more effective? Absolutely. We're just going to very quickly walk through this one. Important parts, if the caller has an inquiry that's out of scope of this conversation, say you'll pass on the message and that they'll be in touch. He'll be in touch. Yeah. You're in a voice call with a potential lead. This is where you might want to add. This is the information the lead has shared about what they're looking for. Let's say it's the name, and we can add the buy or sell, since it's this real estate. That's where that's relevant. Next, I'm going to show you how we can insert the dynamic variables in a super easy way. So we're going to have name as first name, and this is how most people have done it so far. This is the old way, and I'm going to show you the new way. And then it's just a variable, buy or sell. Okay, great. So we're gonna publish that, and then for a first message, we're gonna say hi, first name. This is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in our service, in our real estate services. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for? Okay, lovely. So we have that initial message, and what we're gonna do now is look at these steps a bit, okay? So ask the user how we can help, If the caller is calling about buying a property, proceed to step 2. If they want to talk to Alejo directly, ask about the reason and urgency and then end the call. This is just not relevant. So you'll notice that I modified the steps and the example conversation a bit to fit the use case a little better. Actually, it's more effective in the real world because people might be looking to buy or sell, and I created the example conversation to fit both. And we can adapt to either case. So we just need to greet the user. We already know what they're looking for. So if the user is looking to buy a property, it'll follow these steps, and we'll make it even more explicit. The user is looking to buy or sell a property. And this we will fill in using the variables that we have from Go High Level. And I'll show you how in a second. If the user wants to buy a property, follow these steps. If the user wants to sell a property, follow these steps. Book an appointment unless they decline, or rather send the booking link unless they decline. Ask if there are any more questions. If no further questions, close the call gracefully. Wonderful. Now we're gonna build the automation that will take that form and call the user. And you'll notice a couple things that are interesting about it. First, it won't say this first name. There's a new and much better way to do variables that I'm gonna show you in just a second. And second, you won't even need make. Go High Level is all you're gonna need to make the call. In the VAPI documentation, that they'll give you the lines of code that you'll need is just a copy paste. So let's build that automation. So let's start by creating that form. We're gonna go to Forms, Builder, Add Form, start from scratch, and what you'll see is the form is pretty much already built with all the information we want. Email is something that's gonna be nice to have. We can edit this. I'm just gonna edit a couple things. First, the consent form, receive SMS notifications, occasional marketing communications, SMS notifications, calls, alerts, and again, message frequency varies. Perfect. Great. So, and then the name of the button, we're just gonna go submit. Yeah, sure. Okay, lovely. That's not the important part. The important part is, well, integrating it, which we can see how it shows up on your website. Go High Level is really, really good. Not my favorite style, but it's very good for making these integrations. So this is what we're going for. Great, now it's saved. Let's go back. So we're gonna fill it out really quickly to see how it shows up on our end. Okay, cool. Come on. Yeah, I consent and submit. Great, lovely. So what we should see in our contacts now, so you see a contact that just got created. That's great, that's progress. But there's no automation to be triggered. So we wanna make a call to this person once they submit the form. We're gonna go to automation, create workflow, start from scratch. We're gonna name it, for this one, we're gonna name it tutorial, send, make call. Okay, so this is a new workflow from scratch. We're gonna add a trigger. A lot of Go High Level is very intuitive, but it does take some time to learn. Let's move my face, okay. So I can look up form. Oh, okay, form submitted. You can also have a Facebook lead form, a TikTok, LinkedIn, and we're gonna say, hey, this is gonna be the one form that we want. The form is, and your available forms are gonna show up here. In this case, we only have one. Wonderful. You can have more than one. So the trigger is the form got submitted. We're gonna save that. The trigger is, you can have as many as you want, but this is gonna be what triggers the rest of the automation. You have to be careful with which triggers you choose, not too many, because you might end up with unintended calls that you don't plan to do. But for now, we only have one trigger. So the next step is going to be
a webhook.
So how do you make that call using the API? Well, VAPI has amazing documentation over how to use the API. And all we need to do is to have two things: an assistant ID that we'll fill in here, and the URL, which will show up as a copy paste right there. So what I can do now, if I go back to the automation, is paste that link right there. So it's gonna create a call. That's what we want. It's gonna be a post request as well. Make call. To make the call, we need a few different things. I'm gonna use the assistant ID, we're gonna need the phone number ID. This is your phone number, VAPI phone number that you're gonna be calling from. And finally, the customer information, which is just a number, and name is optional, and you can just put their phone number and it'll call them. And what we can do here is actually grab these values. We can say, hey, this is going to be the customer to call. Great. This bearer token is actually just the API. In this case, I'm just gonna create a new one. We're gonna allow it for everything, and then I'm gonna get it deleted so we can make sure nobody's doxing anybody. Great, wonderful. We're gonna add a couple things here, and everything we need is already here. It's the assistant ID. They're just giving you the code that you should copy paste. It's just this. Bam. So let's walk through this. Our assistant ID, we're gonna get straight from our assistant, copy assistant ID. Bam. The customer number is actually just going to be the one they gave us. We're gonna say contact, phone, and it's gonna already include the phone number to call. And finally, my phone number ID is gonna be within phone numbers, this one right there, bam. Great. So I believe we have everything we need to actually make our first call. So what we can do to test it is actually click down here, and a successful test request should be executed. So we're just making sure that it works. So we're gonna send a test request to that phone number. And I'm getting an error. Let's figure out what that error is. Getting that request, so not very helpful. We have assistant ID, we have customer. So what do we want to check for? We want to just make sure that the phone number is in the right formatting. Phone number ID should be working just fine. The token should be working just fine. Let's figure out what the issue is. We have the assistant ID that we already modified, customer number, phone number. Let's see what happens if we try doing the same thing through here, which is usually a really good way to test and get proper errors back. We're gonna copy that phone number ID, and we're also gonna copy the assistant ID. Let's see. Assistant ID, bam, bam. Okay, so this is the same data that we have down there. Oh, actually, I messed that up. This is the assistant ID 551, and the other one is the phone number ID. Boop. And is that what I had different in here? Yeah, 551, that's where I messed up. The phone number ID was wrong. And now it's right. We're still gonna test it, and we're gonna actually test it in both parts. We're gonna send this request, and I got a 201 back. No, sorry, this is where I have to look. I got unauthorized, missing authorization header. In this case, I do not have the API key logged in here. And now I'm wondering if I still need the bearer word, which is something that sometimes is easy to miss. In this case, it worked. I put the authorization in there. Okay, let's see here. It's probably gonna fail, and it's gonna ask me to, yeah, 400 bat request. The way that I know works is with a header. If you're a programmer, sorry for going so slow, but I think this is critical to make sure everybody can follow along. So we have the authorization, which is gonna be our authorization, and then we're gonna put the word bearer and then a space, and then paste our API key, our token. Let's try that out. We're gonna try this, Alejo, and in this case, this must have worked. And let's see if I have a missed call. In this scenario, I'm putting it as a missed call just because it's calling a different phone number. So something wasn't working out, and while troubleshooting, I realized that I set the voice agent to lead a voicemail.
And she'll be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
So it actually left a voicemail, and I guess that's why I didn't have a missed call. But now I changed phones. We're gonna use a different one. I'm actually gonna be able to receive the call. So I'm gonna fill out the form again with basic information, and we're gonna put the other phone number to call, 854, and then yeah, we just go to the same email. Actually, we can't do that because then Go High Level will replace the previous contact. I consent. Lovely. Great. So normally this automation will trigger now because a form got submitted, but for now we're still testing. We're gonna test again. We're gonna choose the new contact, and she should be receiving a call. Let's see. I'm getting a 201. Anything that's 200 is successful, and I'm getting a call now.
Hello, first name. This is Saya, Alejo's assistant for Keller Williams. He mentioned you were interested in a property, so we wanted to find out how we can help.
Okay, wonderful. So, two things happened there. Number one, our agent said, hello first name, instead of actually inserting my name. Well, I haven't actually given it my name yet. And how we're gonna do that is with dynamic variables. So I'm gonna go back to the VAPI documentation. Actually, this is here. And we're gonna look up where it says, there's a lot. There you go, dynamic variables. And this is the formatting that we're gonna use, okay? But it's not only that, we're gonna need the assistant overrides. We're just literally going to copy paste this. It's that, including the comma. It's the assistant ID, which we already have, the customer with number we already have, phone number ID we already have. This is the money. So, I'm gonna paste it right there. Assistant overrides, variable values, and the name, name, right? In this case, we have it set up as, I believe, first name with an underscore. Great. And this is just gonna be a contact's name. So we go contact, first name, and bam, there we have it. Next, what is going to happen is I'm gonna call it, and instead of first name, it's going to say my first name. Or pages, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna save this. We are going to publish, save. Anything you don't save and refresh will be deleted. Be super careful. This is even worse than make when it comes to that. So we have the dynamic variable set, and all we have to do is change this. Instead of the usual square brackets that we were using, we need a double curly bracket. Again, just like in make if you used it before. Double curly bracket. And once I do that, I should be able to fill out this form once again. And now I should be receiving a call automatically since a form got submitted, and it is this form. And then it's gonna be making a call right here. And there we have it. It's making a call.
Hello, Paige. This is Saya, Alejo's assistant for Keller Williams. He mentioned you were interested in a property, so we wanted to find out how we can help.
Lovely. Cool. So that's how we insert dynamic variables into our assistants. Are there other ways? Yes. Every other way is trickier. Every other way involves more steps. Right now, we're literally having 2 steps plus a form, and we already have our automation running. This is what's so powerful about Go High Level, but there are a lot of pitfalls. It takes time to learn. But I'm glad you're watching this tutorial to save yourself hours of frustration. Let's save this action. We always save our workflows. And even we could add another variable here. I saw you showed interest in buying in, well, is it buy or sell, which is a variable that we'll be able to get through the form. Buy or sell a property. Can you tell me about a bit more about what you're looking for? Okay, wonderful. So we're gonna copy that first message. We're gonna find everywhere that we use those variables, change them to double curly brackets. This is something that you might have to do in your old assistants to do this better, way more efficient, effective way. That's the first message, and that is the first message. So we just want to modify in this example transcript, this would be sell. So I saw you showed interest in selling a property. Nice catch. Selling. I saw you showed interest in buying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the ing here. I saw you showed interest in buying a property. Can you tell me about a bit more about what you're looking for? These are things that you're gonna have to call and catch it. I'm just so used to the phrasing and all that stuff that, you know, I'm able to catch it without calling it. Okay, couple of things we need to do is edit the form to add the, are you looking to buy or sell? I'm gonna add a form element. We're gonna say, it should be a custom field, yep. So we're gonna add a custom field. This is gonna be a multi-select, drop-down, single. Okay, great. We're gonna go next. This is gonna be buy or sell property. We're gonna group into general info, and option 1 is gonna be buy. Option 2 is gonna be sell, any are needed. Okay, cool. Now we have a custom field. I did this one before, but I chose a text field instead of a drop down. So now we have the details right here. I'm gonna minimize my face. Buy or sell a property. Are you looking to buy or sell a property? Okay, and then when I click the drop down, it should allow me to select either buy or sell. Okay, wonderful. We're gonna save it because we always save. And are you looking to buy or sell property? We just wanna make sure that all these fields are required. Required, bam. Okay. And then this should be required. Required, yep. Okay, lovely. Save, we can preview. And now when I fill this up, page, I'm looking to buy a property. Let's say sell. I want to show you the other path. Phone number and then email. As you can see, this is a lot of iteration, and that's fine. You're not gonna get it first right the first time. So I'm gonna receive a call. I'm actually receiving a call right now. And
hi, Paige. This is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in a property. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for?
So there, we forgot one thing, which is something we had already done before. In the variable assistant overrides in variable values, we had the first name, right? Double curly bracket, first underscore name, but we don't have the buy or sell. And that's a field that the person filled out before. Custom field, there we go. Buy or sell property, it's this one, lovely. But it's not in the right place. Let's cut that and say, okay, we're gonna say buy or sell, bam, paste. And then in contact, there's gonna be a variable buy or sell property, which we can actually find here too. We're gonna find under general info, buy or sell property, and chose sell. So now that we have all the variables in place, buy or sell, it's that, and we just wanna make sure that it matches what we said here. Buy underscore or underscore sell. Okay, lovely. We're gonna save, and then we save again, and it's gonna call us one more time. I'm gonna fill out this form. I'm looking to sell. Okay, and then I'm gonna submit. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the call for real and we're gonna go through the full call together.
Hi Paige, this is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in selling a property. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for?
Hi, yeah. So my house is kind of getting old and I wanted to list it. I'm not really sure where to start.
Got it. Are you ready to sell within the next 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, next 6 months sounds great, as soon as possible.
Great. Has your property been listed yet?
No, again, I don't really know where to start.
No worries, that's what...
Oh, I guess I had an issue with the connection. Okay, so we're gonna try that one more time. Oh, no, it went into the headphones. That's funny. Okay, fixed. Saya, could you say that one more time?
No problem. Sure thing. Are you looking to buy another property after selling this one?
Oh, yeah, I'm not planning on living on the street, so next property sounds great.
Got it. The Amplify team can certainly help. Let's get you a free consultation with Alejo to discuss your specific needs and how...
So now what I noticed is I never built the SMS function. So let's build a tool for this agent so we can actually use the tool that I'm telling it we can use. So I built it before, but I'm gonna build it from scratch. So we're gonna build a new workflow. This one's finished. Create workflow, start from scratch, and it's simply gonna be a webhook. I'm glad that we got to this point because you're gonna see something that's super useful. And it's learning to use inbound webhooks for Go High Level. Tool for SMS, so sending SMS with booking link. This is just for my reference, it doesn't really affect anything. Here we have the webhook, the URL. And what we're gonna do is insert it into a new tool. Minimize myself. We're gonna paste that there, save this, click next. And what's really interesting about this is we already know who this person is. We have their name, we have their phone number. We don't actually need any properties. So we're just gonna go next, and it's gonna be Go High Level SMS booking link. This tool will send a booking link to the user through SMS. This tool should trigger when the user is ready to book. Please don't neglect the importance of a good, solid description in your tool. It's what helps the LLM understand when to trigger the call, when to trigger the tool, other than just your prompt. So it got created here. I'm gonna copy the name and make sure the exact name is the one that with the capital letters. This is an async tool. What this means is we're not waiting for a response for like, oh yeah, the SMS got successfully booked. The main reason is this is one of the big flaws of Go High Level. There's no response. There's no way to tell VAPI, oh, well, this activated. So async tools is pretty much all we have. Maybe it changes in the future, but for now, that's what we got. We'll save, we'll go to the assistant. We're gonna go to functions. We're gonna select the right tool. It's gonna be the booking link with the capital letters. Bam. And I just wanna make sure that, you know, old functions is not, yeah, this is an old function. So we're gonna delete, great, publish, and we're gonna give it the exact name that it needs. Go High Level, where do I use that? Okay, send the booking link. Unless they decline, send the booking link using the Go High Level SMS booking link tool. So we're gonna change that around. Unless they decline, send. Some of the issues is that why am I saying unless they decline is that sometimes they'll say, you know, can I send you a booking link? And that is not an affirmation, but it's not a decline. So we make sure that the wording is really important. Otherwise, your tools won't activate at random moments. Proceed with scheduling using the same tool. The GHL SMS booking link tool. Okay, lovely. So I'm gonna copy that. And for the other example conversation, proceed with scheduling using this tool. Okay, lovely. And we're gonna finally test it out. We're gonna change the use case. It's gonna be a buying use case, and you'll see that the questions are gonna change. Let's see. We have this ready. We're gonna fetch sample request is something that is mandatory, so the webhook knows what it's going to receive. So we're gonna actually call it straight up from here, because all we want to do is just trigger this webhook. This will save you time.
Hi, this is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in a property. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for?
Hi, Saya. Yeah, I'm looking to buy a property. I'm looking to buy in the next 6 months. I'm already pre-approved and I'm not working with a real estate agent. So now I'm ready to receive the booking link, please.
Great. I just sent you a text message with the booking link so you can choose the time that fits you best. Go ahead. I'll stay on the line if you have any more questions.
Great. So I'm gonna see a booking link here, but I just realized that I made a mistake. So what we're gonna need is to make a call. We can either call the voice agent or you can call us. We're just gonna go for calling the voice agent, outbound speed to lead, and we're gonna assign it to a phone number. Outbound speed to lead, great. So we can call this phone number and try to trigger that automation directly. Let's see.
Hi, this is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in eyeing a property. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for?
Hi, Saya. Yeah, I am looking to buy a property within the next 6 months. I am not already working with a real estate agent. And what else did I ask it? And I am pre-approved, so I'm ready to receive the booking link, please.
That's great. Great. I just sent you a text message with the booking link so you can choose the time that fits you best. Go ahead. I'll stay on the line.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm looking at it right now. Thank you very much. And I just want to make sure here that the phone number of the person calling shows up. That's really important because that's what we're going to leverage. We don't need to ask the user their name. We don't need to ask the user for their phone number. We already have that information. So let's look at it. We should be able to find it based on the phone number that is calling. Let's just make sure that is the case. 33, yep. So we're gonna have tool calls, function, go high level, SMS booking link. But we want the details about the call actually, not messages. Inbound phone call, okay, we're in the right place. There you go, customer and then number, lovely. So how do we get to customer number? How do we extract this variable out? That's gonna be really, really important. We have customer, we have number, and I'm gonna show you how to do that next. We're gonna go message, customer, number. That's what we wanna remember. We're gonna save this trigger. It's gonna create a contact or update a contact if anything changes. And we wanna say phone is going to be the inbound webhook trigger message customer number, and that's going to be the phone number. We're going to save the action, and next we're going to send an SMS. Let's see. We're going to say, hey, you can book, finish booking here, and we're going to add a Calendly link, and Calendly, yeah. We're gonna test this out. So 443, send test SMS. Make sure to add the +1. Thank you very much. And we're gonna go to our messages, and we should be receiving a SMS anytime now. So this is the SMS. I'm gonna save the action. We're gonna save this, and once that this is ready, this looks ready. This is the finished tool. We're gonna publish, and actually I kind of want to add the name, because hey, it's gonna be contact, and then first name. Is that how you spell that one? First name? Yeah, first name. Okay, cool. Hey, first name, you can finish booking here. Okay, and Calendly.call, and then whatever message you want. I'm gonna save that, save this, and I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna fill out the form with the buying scenario. So I'm gonna go page, Goodlet, I want to buy, phone number, and the email. Consent, submit, and we'll see what happens. Getting a call, bam.
Hi, Paige. This is Saya, the digital assistant for Amplify Voice. I saw you showed interest in buying a property. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're looking for?
Yeah, hi. I am looking to buy a property in my neighborhood. I'm thinking of moving, but right now I'm renting, so I just wanted to own something and see what you guys can do for me.
That's great to hear. Are you ready to buy within the next 6 months?
Yeah, honestly, as soon as possible. I'm tired of renting.
Awesome. Are you already pre-approved for a mortgage?
I'm not, but I would love some help with that.
No worries. We'll sort that out for you. Are you already working with a real estate agent?
Nope, not yet.
Great. The Amplify team can certainly help. Let's get you a free consultation with LACO to discuss your specific needs and how we can help. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Great. I just sent you a text message with a link to choose the time that fits you best for the
Lovely.
consultation.
So let's see.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. So we notice that send SMS executed. It's sent. I should be receiving it any time. And there we go. Okay. So it's sending me a Calendly link. Oh, it's hard to show. Okay, let's see. It's sending me a Calendly link that I can click. Bam. And there I can finish booking the appointment and all that stuff. Okay, lovely. A few notes here. For troubleshooting, the execution logs are going to be your best friend. You can see what failed and a rough idea of why it failed. So now we have two workflows that we're using. One to make the call, once somebody submits a form, and once the call is happening, send a link to book. A few things to note about the agent is the lack of optimization. It's not optimized for conversation ability, not this version. It's optimized to just call a lead, ask them a few follow-up questions just to make sure that they're properly qualified, and then booking an appointment. That's all it really is there for. In my preference, we make it more conversational. We give it a little bit more room. And there are many ways to do that, some more effective than others. We like the conversation ability, which is the trickier part, and honestly takes a long time. So where can you take this next? You can really take this anywhere. What kind of forms are people already filling for your business? Where else would you like to channel them? What kind of calls are there to be made? What kind of information can you give your voice agent? What else did we learn? We learned how to use dynamic variables in the new formatting, which is a lot more effective. Even how to troubleshoot Go High Level. These are all things that are up to you. And there are a few ways to explore them. Feel free to come to our build hours, which happen twice a week in our school community. The link is below. You can book a private consultation with me and we can explore into the implementation of what this looks like for your business. Or if you have a whole project that you'd like us to take on, we also do that. You can submit a project form in the link below. If you receive a little call right after the form, don't be scared. We practice what we preach. And I hope that I will see you next time. Keep practicing and remember, never stop prompting.